Hey everybody, Big Mommy Milkers here. No, I'm just kidding. What's up everybody? Black Ninja 797 here, and welcome back to some more Left 4 Dead 2. And today's video, we are once again, guys, going to be doing 5 more facts that you may or may not know about Left 4 Dead. These are going to be 5 facts that, genuinely, I think it's a 50-50 because some of these ones are going to be more common knowledge, I feel, compared to the other episodes, but they're still interesting nonetheless, just because they're kind of something that a lot of us would probably just skim over, because you have to have a really keen eye. So, let me know which facts you did or did not know down below in the comments. And if you end up enjoying today's episode at the end, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe to show your support. But anyways, guys, let's do 5 more facts that you may or may not know about Left 4 Dead 2. Alrighty, guys, so coming in for our very first fact, did you or did you not know that in the No Mercy loading screen, Zoe actually has a penis, a third hand? You may not know this because you kind of just probably would just skim over it a lot of the time like I do, but if you pay close attention, if you zoom into where Zoe's holding her handgun, you can see that she has a third hand that should not be there. This is obviously a mistake, but nonetheless, it still got passed and got approved, and now forever in the No Mercy loading screen, you will not be able to see Zoe without a third hand. Alrighty guys, did you or did you not know for fact number 2 here that you can actually play split screen on the PC version of Left 4 Dead 2? Yes, this is possible. You would do this with the assistance of console commands, and it's very interesting because even though it does make sense that this is possible because of console commands, a lot of people may just not realize this, including myself, because I only knew about this a couple of years back. The idea behind split screening on a PC is just not something that comes to people's minds. Traditionally, split screening is a console thing for a lot of people. You know, just sitting on the couch with a bag of chips, hanging out with your buddies, playing some console games, back at like a sleepover, for example. Especially during things like the 360 era, which was really like the last console era, I feel like, where a lot of people did that, honestly. And this would make a lot of sense about why modern games don't have split screen typically anymore. But yeah, you can do this on the PC version of the game. You just have to have a Xbox 360 controller and just know what you're doing with console commands. It's quite interesting. Fact number 3. Did you or did you not know that there's actually a placeholder image, or placeholder texture rather, for the defibrillator that actually makes it turn into basically a yellow medkit? Yeah, this is actually a thing. You can find it in the game files, and technically you can actually even use it if you want to, like, you know, use it like for mod purposes or something like that. It's really kind of interesting because literally all it is just a yellow medkit with a lightning bolt, and it still functions like a normal defib. It's just that it looks weird. It's actually, to be honest, I think it looks kind of cool having a yellow medkit. I don't know why, but for some reason seeing the medkit outside of its normal design just seems just kind of cool to me. Alright, now fact number 4. This one's probably going to be the most interesting other than the last one in my opinion. This is one of my personal favorites because it's something that, believe it or not, even though I played this game for several years, I never paid attention to this and just never happened to notice just because it was one of those things that I actually had skimmed over. But apparently there's a way you can tell whether or not that by joining a public lobby what character you'll end up as. And how do you do this? Well, in the loading screens, we all know that all the different characters are just going to be doing their generic, you know, badass poses. And typically what happens is that when you look in the lower left-hand corner, you can see your name and everyone else's names of who's in the lobby. Now, if you read from left to right for the names of the people in the lobby, including yourself, and then you also look at all the different survivors on screen from left to right as well, basically, you can sync them up and figure out which one you're going to be. So, for example, if I were to go into a random Left 4 Dead 2 lobby, like let's just say I just joined this one here of Death Toll, you guys can see that in the lower left-hand corner that says starring me, and then all the following randoms' names, and on the screen you can see that shows from left to right Bill, Zoe, Lewis, and Francis. Basically, since I am the first name that shows up in the starring section, and Bill's the first survivor that is from left to right, I actually can tell that I am going to end up being Bill. And that's pretty cool because some people might not know that you could do this. You can even do this technically with lobbies that have half the bots in them. So, for example, you can see that it says starring Francis first, and Francis is on the left, and starring Bill last, and he's on the right. And so, by process of elimination, you guys can see that since I'm second in line, that I am actually going to end up being Lewis, and the random is actually going to end up being Zoe. And this is just something that's really cool if you don't want to play a certain character, or rather, if you do want to play a certain character, and then that way you don't have to worry about it before you get into the lobby. And then finally, for the very last fact, guys, this one's probably my favorite because it's the most interesting in my opinion. did you or did you not know that there is a comic book for the Left 4 Dead 2 crew? Yes, you heard me right. There is a Left 4 Dead 2 crew character comic. How does this exist? Well, my friends, it's all because of a crossover with the game series Zombie Army Trilogy. This is another game franchise that is big on the zombie genre, and they actually had a crossover with Left 4 Dead a while back. And to celebrate this crossover, they made a comic, just like the one that we saw with the sacrifice. And it's actually really cool. So now we actually have another Left 4 Dead comic, and even though it's technically not in the exact same style as the Valve one, the Zombie Army Trilogy crew, I feel like, did a really good job of with the art style and just trying to, like, make it feel Left 4 Dead-esque. Obviously, it's more meant to be for the Zombie Army Trilogy, and it's kind of meant to theme more around that universe. But I still think that what they did here was actually pretty cool because it's the first time we've seen any sort of, like, cool marketing idea like this. See, for me personally, I get a big kick out of when things happen to have crossovers, and it really does make me happy that this does exist. I personally don't play Zombie Army Trilogy, but I have played other games that have had Left 4 Dead crossovers before, including literally one I'm playing right now with Dying Light. The original Dying Light actually had a crossover with Left 4 Dead as well, and you can do things such as get, like, Left 4 Dead skins and also Left 4 Dead weapons in Dying Light, which, speaking of which, I have done that already, and a future episode coming up, I'm actually going to be having a episode into the Dying Light series I'm making right now, where I actually make a weapon out of machetes and, like, metal parts, and believe it or not, all this at the end of the day makes a real-life Noam Chomsky from Dark Carnival, and you can use it as a melee weapon. That will be something really cool that I think you guys would like to see in a future episode. So yeah, guys, at the end of the day, when all is said and done, this has once again been another 5 facts that you may or may not know about Left 4 Dead 2. And I really do hope you guys end up enjoying. If you did, at the end of the video, please drop a like, comment, and subscribe to show your guys' support. If you want to check out any of the other prior facts episodes, I highly recommend doing so. For example, you guys can check out one episode where there was a possibility of the PS3 getting Left 4 Dead 2, which was an interesting concept to think about. And also another one where there was a time that somebody went out of their way to make up a purple version of Francis and try to connect it to the Left 4 Dead lore. That was also a doozy, so you definitely want to check those guys out. But yeah, everyone, I hope you end up enjoying today's video. Just once again, if you guys did happen to enjoy, please leave a like, comment, subscribe to show your guys' support. If you'd like to financially support the channel, I definitely appreciate if you guys could go check out my Patreon. It's always linked down below in all my YouTube video descriptions, or you guys could use supporter creator code BlackNinja797 in all caps in the Fortnite Epic Games item shops, because Epic is my very first sponsor, and they're sponsoring today's video, so shout out to Epic Games. And I hope you guys end up enjoying seeing another YouTube video from the most unique YouTubers you're ever going to see. Thanks for watching, guys. I love you, and peace out.
Hey, meme lords. Jesus here. And you better have enjoyed that video there by the eternal god Daddy Ninja. You should probably subscribe too, or the mighty Moab will come for your balls. If you enjoyed the video, you might like it too. And give me the memes. Flash, bang, boom!